Hopefully the quality of this isn't completely alright. So, okay everyone, so, alright. So for those of you who are coming in, please welcome. All of you can start coming in. I have this thing over here. Hopefully this works. I've never done this before, but it's the first time for everything. So, yeah. I told you whenever I would be available today. So I can't give you an exact time. You just kind of need to be on the lookout for things and waiting. So, I send email that, all those things, and then you need to get over here. So, hopefully this works. Alright, so I am going to leave the door open, because this is live. So, I'm going to have people stay out. Wait, is this, hopefully this is connected. I am going to have the door open because, otherwise the connection may go out, and I don't want that to happen. So, I really don't know. This is stepping into new territory just all of a sudden. So if it works, great. If it doesn't, well, so be it. Alright. So, I'll have certain people stand out there, and I can see the screen that people are sitting down on. And for those who are coming on the live stream that I have set up here, so for the first time and forever, well, for a long time, I know, Daniel doesn't have to set it up. Because when I abused my computer, of course, that's when I was, having constant live streams. Oh my gosh, I just feel so incredibly guilty for that, and I will not treat my own computer the same way. I put so much love and care and value into that I will only use it for very legitimate things. And I found out that live streaming uses more energy and power. So I don't want to, I'm using the phone because obviously, it's like when you're mowing the lawn and you have dirty shoes. Those are already dirty. So, it's like if you have a new pair of shoes, you kind of want to keep them clean and not dirty them when you're mowing the lawn. So it's kind of the metaphor that I want to make there. So, all of you are coming in. I can see right there. Alright, so I'm going to get started at about 11:15. Well, wait. Okay, no. 11:10. It's when I'll officially start talking here. Alright, so that is what we can do. It's been a while since I've had an official recording of these things. It really has. So, anyway, so let people get settled, or I'll wait some time for people to come on, and I can still see people getting settled up there. So, we need to put all these different things into consideration here. And then I know that she'll be coming in sooner or later. And I have some things to talk about. And I really do want to do an outdoor activity today. I do. So I'm going to put that on the list. I'm just making a list. Let me see. I'm feeling so lazy today. Okay. Alright. So, what time is it? It is 11:06. So we still have... Oh my gosh. What am I doing to this phone? 11:06. I'm going to wait till 11:10. That's what I said. And I won't do this all the time off of this phone because that's how much I care about it. Last thing I want to do is abuse things. The difference between using something and then abusing something. I don't want to abuse something. So, hopefully that phone is in tears and feeling very lonely and abandoned. That I'm not using it. Unloved. Uncared for. Forgotten. So, anyway. Gosh. Okay, so we still have 2 minutes. Please tell me that the internet does not disconnect. I will be very sad if it does end up disconnecting. Okay. Still waiting. I don't like to do this too often since you know me and I have a YouTube channel, all these types of things. I like to save it all for save certain things for my YouTube channel. So I just filmed a couple of videos the other day, as you can see, and I think it's very empowering to know that there is a choice, because I will occasionally do live streams that will be done unlisted and sent to public as a form of videos. Just because YouTube has changed its features, and I kind of want to balance out how I'm filling the different tabs. So I don't want to limit one thing or the other, but it's kind of scary when you're live publicly and you're doing it in front of the world or anyone's watching. That kind of thing. It just makes me feel too uncomfortable. It's either feeling uncomfortable or feeling like I'm holding myself back. So there's a happy medium between those two, really. So I could continue talking, but, it is time to begin. It is right now, as I speak, it is 11:10. Okay, now, today, as you all are aware, believe me, I am taking time out, but I have been very productive this morning, and I will be even more productive this afternoon. Like, sometimes you just feel like you need to do something productive and something, of use sometimes. Alright. So, welcome, everybody. Today is the full moon day, and also, we have a couple birthdays to acknowledge. First of all is Sonia Shakat, who is a member of the spiritual community. Well, I don't like to, I don't like to say of my Amenten, because it makes it sound like I own people. And you know what? I don't like to say that. I don't like to phrase it like that. Somebody's videos. I just don't have enough trust that I have all the information. It's just more comfortable to put notes in, and then, not having to memorize or anything like that. So I think maybe I'll make changes to that. But anyway, I'm kind of getting to thinking about, the fact that I have only so much information, and I don't want to give it all away. Hopefully I'm not giving it all away. So, yeah. Alright. Just kind of a change in mindset. It's just kind of, you think one way and then you feel a different way, and then kind of back and forth deal. But hopefully, for those who watched my Full Moon in Aries video, you found it reasonable, as, a length of time. You didn't find it too long, too much, because I really try to, not make them too long, but then I end up talking about this and going into depth, which is not a bad thing at all, whatsoever. But so, today is the full moon. Today is, October 9th. We have Sonia Shakat, who's celebrating her birthday today, and John Lennon, whom, Deborah Silverman mentioned in her, post today. It wasn't, she had a tardy post the other day, since I woke up and I was like, where is that daily post? And then fast forward to the morning, and she posted it. So, it was a tardy post. But so anyway, today is John Lennon's birthday, and of course you can go watch, is it his birthday? Maybe it is. I thought it was like the 11th of the month. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. But, his song Imagine is really uplifting, and it's super significant and beautiful, and everything like that. So imagine all the people that you do. And it really has the dream that is kind of not the most possible. But definitely listen to that song if you get a chance. So, talking about a perfect world without any separation, division, religion, possessions, no need for jealousy, for hoarding, or resources and, for selfishness and, all that war and aggression and all that stuff, all that negativity. But so, anyway, today we are going to be welcoming somebody new to the Amenten. It's kind of been months. I started watching her around, actually around the Great Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, just a day before I was, watching her. And she happens to be born around this time, October 6th, so she had her birthday recently. And what's really important to know is that she has, it's very significant because if you have seen her videos and you watch her, know her when you meet her, then you'll find that she is very, assertive and tell it like it is and truth-telling and not sugarcoating it, being very direct in what she is getting across. And she, definitely has some things to talk to all of us about, especially when it comes to getting motivated to do things, which I know that she'll, she said that she was going to speak about that for all of you. But so, it is Mel Robbins who we are going to welcome. If you haven't listened to the podcast or watched the videos on YouTube of the podcast, then I highly recommend doing that since they're new and they're, the videos are published, in conjunction with the podcast episodes. So you have options, you have different versions, to engage in, basically. So, it's, the podcast is deeply personal, authentic, real, glimpse, look, an open door to her life and what's going on, different, kind of, tools to use and, lessons to learn and all of that business. And, I was listening to one, Insecurity and Standing in Your Power, and it was an episode about her daughter that had a situation. And, maybe she'll talk about that, because, I feel like I shouldn't do that. I think that she should do it. Alright, so, I do want to just go through some things, and then I'm going to be having her come in, and that whole thing going on. I am going to stop the stream when she does come in. But so, after that happens, after the introductory stuff is over, I will be, I do want to do a little taking a walk outdoors because I've just been feeling like I've just been kind of taking this fall for granted. So I don't want to do that. So I want to take the most advantage that I can, hopefully. I've just been making so many videos and so caught up on old stuff that I feel like I just forget to experience life and just live and, breathe the fall air and engage in all of those things. So I feel like I need to, not feel like I always have an idea and post about it, and make a video about it and all that. Just live. And you realize that when you make videos and when you make posts about this or that, you realize, well, I'm giving all this stuff away, and I'm always, talking about this and giving all this information. Well, it's time for me to, just live and, take a break from that and not give so much away. And I'm very conscientious about what I engage in and how much information that I engage in, because I don't want to just, really thinking about, astrology is very prescriptive and has a spiritual practice to, to receive and be nourished by and be, comfort and add meaning to my life and all that, and not just simply materials that I need for the next video just to produce and have that be in the material form, and just for the heck of making a video and just how good that looks as opposed to its essence, as opposed to what it's about. And so, I really, I'm very aware of that, and I certainly don't want to fall into that obsession with, oh, it needs to look a certain way, it needs to, oh, wouldn't the idea of making this video be so great and all of that, that materialism, but then also, okay, let's get to the, content of what the video is about, and all of that. So, options, I have options of watching things, reading things, and making videos, and putting myself out there and sharing. So I've already done it time after time after time, month after month. Might as well keep going, I'll stop it. If you don't do this for a long time and put yourself out, delete your whole channel and, just stop. You can take breaks, but it's just, I don't care for that form of that. Anything else I think is prevalent to talk about with this? Well, try to do, I don't want to produce constant content. I won't do every single astrological, every single thing. So sort of back up and, might not be even consistent on that. I really have to just think about living and enjoying the simple joys of living life. So I'm kind of reevaluating that now and realizing that, becoming aware of that. It's not one extreme or the other extreme. It's not cutting this out so that you can start cutting it out completely. It's just, cutting it back. Don't have any sugar at all. No, just limit the amount of sugar that you're having in the first place. Just, take a break, cut it back, and, so I don't want it to consume my life. I'm really trying to make it not do that. So I just wanted to say that, and I just feel like getting outside and having all of you just something so simple as getting out in the backyard, breathing the fall air, and experiencing that. And, I am going to kind of lay this on all of you, just to leave your phone just in here and just walk outside without your phones. I will do the same thing, because I think sometimes it's just nice, of course, when you feel like it is, when you feel like it will be, to just simply cut it out and just sit still and just walk outside and breathe and just live this more simple life an experience that, fully 100% milking the experience. And I know Pam Gregory does not go outside with the phone, since she is all about, taking the most advantage of nature and, feeling like that'll kind of, make the experience, downgrade the percentages of the um, utility of the experience, pleasure of the experience, and all of that. I know when Nadia Shaw was away on her retreat, she sat down somewhere and she said in one of her videos and really got real with what she was feeling, what needed resolved, was and all that stuff I spoke about in my Pluto Direct video, and all that, bringing that into what she was saying. And I had a dream that I actually sat down and felt all that I felt and all that. So, anyway, and then I was just having a dream about certain short stories, and the beaches of Maine, for instance, a short story, The Beaches of Maine. So it's supposed to represent the time of year, just the ending of the summer time. And I'm just thinking about the Lent class that I'm in now, and it being one of the first short stories that I would ever read, which was naturally the case. But I'm planning to maybe have this become one of my songs, quarterly speaking, and the scenery and the time of year, going on the beach in Maine, at the end of the summer time, kind of mid-September, I would say, around the 15th, 16th, 14th, 17th of the month. So, Maine beaches, and also the song Windmills of Heaven as well, because there is that song. Just I'm thinking of living in the Midwest and having a cornfield, that you live out in the rural environment, and then you have the windmills spinning above you, and so nostalgic and like home. And in July, summertime, and I know Colette will be coming here sometime or another. Of course, the concerts that we have now, reminder, we have kind of, we really, for those of you involved in choir, I'm speaking to those here, up there, and on the live stream, I haven't forgot about all of you. We do have that nodal concert on the, let's see, today is the 10th, the 9th, 10, 11, 12, November, the 15th of the month, which is the birthday of, what's her name? Michelle Cromer, who does feng shui, for houses. And I think last year at this time, or before this time, I talked about her, and maybe she came to my Amenten. But so so we have the Taurus South Node, Scorpio North Node concert that day, and then fast forward to November 20th, and that's when the Mid-Autumn concert will be for all three signs: Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. And then on the 16th of December, that's when the Christmas concert is, and then that'll be it for 2022. And then I'm kind of thinking of doing March 2023 astrology concert, because so many changes of planetary placements, there's a couple really significant ones happening in the month of March 2023. Pluto's going to move into Aquarius, Saturn's going to... I don't want to make it a fast and hard plan. And so, yeah, I talked about that, and, of course, when Mel comes, she'll be talking to, pretty soon. When she comes, she'll be talking about what she needs to talk, wants to talk to you all about, and giving her knowledge and wisdom. And then, the last little thing I just want to say, is, finding hesitation with speaking about this. I am currently reading this play, Doll's House, which is about a wife and a husband whom they don't really live a real marriage, and the husband treats her more of a doll and a plaything than her wife, and she lies and she keeps secrets, and it's the whole drama and uncovering of events that takes place in the 19th century. It's kind of frustrating to read because the characters give the impression that they're sort of holding back and restrained. So, anyway, I can, give you the play and just, you can read that for yourself, or I can send you the video of the play, so you can see what it looks like and how it's all acted. I don't want to get into it now. I just don't feel in the mood to get into these little details. I know Daniel, Susan, Linda coming here and giving further announcements, more in-depth announcements of what's going on. And of course, they have their own, YouTube channels. You go in their live streams, they have their videos, they have their own social media pages, they have their, things sent to you through the inbox, their own Amenten pages on the official Amenten website, all that, so you can get your announcements through there, and all those things. So, anyway, that's all that I have now. Without further ado, let us welcome in Mel Robbins, and have it all happen, and then you'll get to meet her more so during lunch, after lunch, and all that happening. By the way, one thing I do want you all to do is see a video besides, and this can be Deborah Silverman too, any video on the full moon in Aries. So watch some video, Brooke Goldsmith, it can be Pam Gregory, can be, I started watching the Saffron Sage, who is, an astrology YouTuber who produces a lot of videos, and, I really see me and her in, a certain way. So, yeah. The reason why those astrological update videos are so long is because not only do the astrologers talk about the collective forecast, but also they include the different zodiac signs as well, bringing that into the mix. So they have a breakdown by sign where you can find out what the full moon in Aries, for instance, means for you personally. I don't do that, and constant aspects and all these little technical details. my style is more prescriptive rather than fully predictive, and so I try to keep it simple and minimal and not give so much aspects and so much information. So I'm very mindful of that. Alright, that's all for now. So without further ado, let us welcome in Mel Robbins.